this is Power Play, where we are awaiting tomorrow. Aside from just that big old decision on health care, also a vote in the House on whether or not to hold Eric Holder in contempt. Let's talk about that. We will be talking later to your friend Ford O'Connell. He is the chairman of Civic Forum PAC. He is a member of the Red Team. He is a friend of this internet telecast. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so from if the Republicans, you heard there, and I had not heard anybody say that before, that they're going to do a lawsuit, they're going to vote to sue. The House will vote to sue the president over this executive privilege that he has exerted over the documents, some of the documents in question. What's the political play on that?
I think you could possibly go too far with this. The point right now is to hold President Obama and the DOJ accountable and to bring closure for the Terry family, the Mexicans who died, and even Jamie Zapata as well. And I think you can go too far with that. And essentially what we need to do is we need to get back to jobs in the economy. But at the current rate, though, one of the big things is to make sure that everybody knows that President Obama has been weak as effectively managing government and about being accountable. This is really a way to hide things, a Nixonian way to do it, and we need to make sure that everybody knows that.
There's that word. There's that Nixonian word that keeps flying around Washington this week. And your prediction tomorrow, you think they'll have the votes to do it on Holder?
Absolutely, and I think they may get 15 to 20 Democrats as well.
Well, once the NRA said we'll be watching, a lot of those red state Democrats.
Well, that's exactly right, and a lot of red state Democrats know, sort of that they can't mess with the NRA in certain states.
They do love them some guns and also some money from the NRA. Okay, Ford, stay with us because when we come back, one of the dear friends of this internet telecast, Henry Quay, our congressman from Texas, will be back with us, and he'll give us the point of view from the blue team. So stick around. All right, Ford, let me show you a poll, and it's not good for your team. It's not a poll that your team is going to like, and it's the views in the Quinnipiac, which does a constant barrage of polls in Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Florida. They stick to those three states because, as a matter of fact, if you can tell me how those three states are going to vote, I can pretty well tell you how the election's going to be. But they polled the president's temporary amnesty for a subset of illegal immigrants, DREAM Act, whatever you want to call it. And here are the numbers. Support for it in Florida, 58%. Ohio, 52%. Pennsylvania, 51%. Those are big, big numbers, right?
They are. Two things on this. First is I grew up in the great state of Texas, so I understand the exact border problems that the congressman is talking about.
And he broke a little news there.
This is a very serious issue. Unfortunately, the president is using a political ploy to run around Congress to actually lock off the Southwest, where Hispanics are, a sizable portion of the population. He's trying to have his cake and eat it too because Mitt Romney's on his tail. He is actually addressing a very serious problem in a very half-hearted way. And it's up to my party to take the lead on this and come up with comprehensive immigration reform and secure the border. Because if we do not secure the border and we do not come up with comprehensive immigration reform, this problem is going to continue. Hispanics are an important part of the American fabric, and we need to pay attention to this, and the Republicans are losing this battle, and if we don't do it right, we're going to be wiped off the electoral map by 2020.
And what I find interesting here is that the president apparently has not paid much of a price in these states. Now, there was another poll, we don't have it for you, but there was another question in this survey that said more likely or less likely. The president doing this make you more or less likely, and the less likely was higher. But here in these numbers, you see that there is not a backlash in these states, especially Ohio and Pennsylvania, where they have a lot of job insecurity. And paying a price with blue-collar voters.
He is paying a price a little bit in the more upper Midwestern states.
Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan.
Exactly, and that is where he understands that this could come back to haunt him. That said, right now he's going to stick to this, but I do think that Mitt Romney has an opportunity here to take the lead on this and really push for comprehensive immigration reform. Most people do not understand that our immigration system is the most liberal in the economic free world, and it's up to us to fix it because it's broken.
Ford O'Connell, thank you. And the magic words, of course, are Marco Rubio's DREAM Act. Watch for it.